to episode 32 of Saturday Morning Momentum, where we are going to spend an hour or so setting attentions and trying to get something done in our power hour. So I want to welcome everyone to our Saturday morning gathering. It is a time for you to get inspired, within a community. And I am being joined today by Jen, Liz, and Lee. Laurie is probably still sleeping because she had a lot of people come visit her yesterday for Halloween. But we're going to give all of us gold stars here today for the A team that showed up because we are all a little tired this morning from celebrating Halloween, as I'm sure everyone out there who is watching is also tired. So y'all get a gold star for coming and hanging out on this morning, which also happens to be November 1st. 2 more months. We have 2 months left of 2025. So really, this would be the weekend for you to look at whatever goals or aims or plans or anything you have going, because you only have 2 months left. 2 months. You can get a lot done in 2 months, but you got to really, what is that term? Nose to the grindstone or nose to the ground or something. What's the idiom?
Yeah, hustle.
Keep your nose to the grindstone. Yeah. Although personally, I feel like more nose on the ground, like I've just crashed out. I'm just down.
It would be me, like a face plant.
Right?
Full face plant. Okay, so how did your week go overall, Liz?
It was a long week, one of those long weeks, but It was pretty good. I got about half of the stuff I wanted to done. The rest of the stuff I'll get done today. So I am not going to be someone who has their nose to the grindstone. I am done. Come midnight tonight, I am done with my 25 and 25. It's going to be, I did 24 and 25, and that's perfectly okay.
Fine.
I am so happy and proud of you for finishing with 2 months left in the year. That means that you get to focus for you get to relax, and then you also get to focus on what you want to do in 2026. So I'm happy. I am happy. Yeah, you are going to be, you're on fire. Just think about that. You're on fire. Yeah, I'm excited. How about you, Lee? How did your week end up going?
It went well. I went to my diagnostics appointment. I got back my thyroid ultrasound results. Everything's good.
Woo-hoo!
I finished my Conquer challenge, which was 250 miles in 2025. And
very nice.
I wrapped up my month so far, but setting up my month, I still need to work on that. So hopefully Power Hour will definitely help with that.
Yeah, I got that. I'm in the same boat with that too. How about you, Jen? How did your week go?
It's a roller coaster right now. Like Sunday, Tim and I went and spent the night at my dad's house so we could visit my mom and help my dad with stuff. And then we visited her. Well, I visited her by myself Monday morning because Tim drove my dad to an outpatient eye surgery. So, my mom is at the end of, the end stage Parkinson's, and it's difficult. So I really felt completely exhausted from that. Tuesday and Wednesday, all I could do was really kind of get ready for my classes Thursday, because it drained me physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those things. My voice is still kind of gone, and that's because normally, and this is so strange, normally I just teach 3 classes on Thursday, but I taught 4 because I do a history and folklore of Halloween, and that class is an hour and a half. So by the time I got to like the 4th class Thursday, I already my voice was fading out.
Wow.
And it hasn't come back completely yet. And then Friday, I just did nothing except Halloween related fun stuff. And, then last night, we always have a bunch of trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. Tim and I dress up, Brenna dresses up. We sit out front with our bonfire and pass out candy, and we have spooky stuff in our yard and play a Halloween themed playlist on a speaker. So I am tired from that, which is also why I eked in at the very last minute, up to the minute before it was time to go live. And that's also why I have some bad head this morning, but I'm here.
I think you look cute.
Mhm.
I think you look cute. Well, I felt the same way about this week. I just felt like it just cannot ever end. And that's terrible. It's like I enjoyed last night, but I'm glad October is over. I'm glad spooky season and everything is over. I don't know if it's because I feel like we've been celebrating since July. I don't know. I'm just ready to move on. I'm really ready just for 2025 to be over. I think that's part of it. And I'm getting to November 1st is like, moving the needle, forward. But overall, my week went fine. I, did my artist way for week 5, which I wanted to do. I ended up getting my tires. I added stuff from my intentions when we were on air last week, to what I actually ended up doing. But I gave myself 2 gold stars this week. I did not go through Shelley's books though, which I need to still do that, which I'm hoping I can do today. That would be a good thing today to do. I just don't feel like I had time at home where I can actually pull everything out. Because you know how with anything that you're sorting or doing, it's like you don't want to take it out if you can't complete it. Because then it's just there. And then what if you can't get back to it for like weeks on end? And it's like, I just don't want to pull all that out and then either just have to put it right back or whatever. But I still have today. So hopefully y'all will see me putting a gold star in there for that. But anyway, that's what I did. And there was something else that I put on there. So I can't even remember. I'm tired. That I ended up giving myself a gold star for. But the main thing was getting my tires because I am going on that road trip. But yeah, we had 187 kids pass through and get candy at my house yesterday. And the crazy thing is it still felt kind of light. I felt like, where are all of our kids? So I don't know if it was just because it was Friday and, maybe they went and did parties or something else, or they did trunk or treat somewhere else. We didn't have nearly as many young kids, like babies. I call them babies, where they're like toddler age.
Yeah.
And also too, Ponchatoula, they moved their trick-or-treating to Thursday because they were doing some kind of veterans thing that they were preparing for Friday. So anyway, that might explain why some people might have done that if they were, I don't know.
Kat, you said 187. I had 0.
Oh, wow.
So you had a lot.
Oh yeah, we do. And we're considered rural, even though we're in a subdivision. But what ends up happening is if it was just our neighborhood kids, it wouldn't be a huge amount. But we have children that they drive into our subdivision, which I'm totally fine with, because I would feel so bad for any babies that live out in the country where they don't have neighbors or, and can't go trick or treating. So we always just fully prepare for it. But there was a point where I'm like, man, I'm gonna have all this candy left over. And I made a little bowl for myself. I made a bowl for my oldest son. I made a bowl for my dad because he came. I said, y'all, I told my dad, if you want something, make yourself a little bowl. He came to spend the weekend. And then I asked my husband, I'm like, do you want a bowl? Oh, no, 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 no. And I'm like, you better make a bowl because you're not coming to get anything out my bowl.
Your bowl has what you want in it.
I specifically tailor picked what I wanted in my bowl. Okay. So then at the end, when he had chosen 3 little bags of peanut M&Ms, I'm like, well, then you better go hide them somewhere, wherever you're putting your stash. I'm just telling you, because if you're just leaving it on the table, it's an open invitation for anybody to just take them.
Community.
We had a lot of guests come over.
Right? We had a lot less people last night too. I thought it was because it was like really windy and kind of cold, but everyone I'm talking to, it seems like that's been pretty universal.
I'm wondering if it was because it was Friday, because if you think about it, on the Friday, you can throw a party a little bit easier. People can go to each other's houses if they're doing, maybe a trunk or treat at, a fair or whatever. Because I know last week was the fair at the school I used to work at, and they usually have trunk or treat. And so some people would take their littles to that instead of taking them out,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have nothing to compare it to because this is the first time, and of course my neighbor next door and, my husband, they're just like looking at me like, you're really going to sit there and keep a tally. And I did. I kept my tally. And I also wrote which candies I thought was a good, decent amount to get, because I'm thinking I might do treat bags next year. I think that would be so much easier, because there was a point where I was like just taking handfuls of candy because I didn't think we were getting any more. And I'm like, here, take it. Yes. Oh, let me give you 5 more, kind of thing. So I just think it doesn't cost that much to get those little treat bags. If anything, it's going to cost me time. But I just think it would be a lot easier just to pick and throw, do that. And you could add other little things in it if you wanted to. I don't know. I mean, I say that to yesterday and today. Next year, I'll be like, what? I'm not doing that.
I wish I'd have kept a count of how many we had, because I know like we got 5 of the really big, good bags of candy, because we don't believe in giving that bad cheap.
Yes, we're the same way.
It's the good candy, but we had like 5 of the big bags from Sam's, and we only like left over. We had half of one of them.
Oh, wow. You see, we had none left. It got to the point where I had, it was like 4 people or 5 people coming up. And I'm like, please tell me they're not all having, candy, but it was more like adults. But they had 2 babies. I said, I have 4 pieces of candy left. And she's like, well, you only have 2. So that would evenly split between the 2. And they were little. They were like toddlers. So I was like, okay, here y'all go. But I mean, because I panic sometimes, and it's like, okay, I don't want all this candy left in the house. I don't want it. I mean, I know I could give it to my husband. He could bring it to work. And this year we bought our candy from Costco because it was so much cheaper than Walmart. I mean, Barry compared prices, and I could not believe it. And it was the good stuff. I couldn't believe, like, a big, huge bag of like chocolate fun size. I mean, it was good prices. So anyway, I'm just happy about that. I mean, I'm happy it all worked out, but now I have a benchmark, and then we'll see. Watch, next year I'll have, 287. So Alicia did pop in before we started to tell us good morning. I will miss Saturday morning momentum, meeting up with a friend, and I may not be back in time, but we'll watch later. And happy Saturday. And Alicia Yo is here. I'm stuck at work, but want to say hi and bye. Well, you're probably already gone, but we appreciate you coming in and telling us hello. Hermie is here. Happy November. Hermie looks so cute in her costume. She posted a picture in Discord yesterday, and I don't know if she was going for cute, but I thought she looked, well, I should say she looked great. She had fangs and everything. And then she posted a picture of who she was supposed to be dressing as. And I thought that was awesome. Hello, Tina. Happy Saturday. Hello, Jen. Good morning to you. Denise is here. Good morning. Just finished cleaning the bathroom. Going to take a shower and do some tidying in the kitchen, then work on decluttering. Denise is really on fire with the decluttering. And Esther Jane is here. Morning, ladies. It's just a nasty weather day here. They had first snow north of me for Halloween. Work a bit more on my sister who passed away work a bit more on my sister who passed a few years ago, donating a lot to our local SPCA store. Okay, so you must be like decluttering as well. That's what I'm gathering from that. Hermie said, I'm poorly, so I'm just going to crochet and catch up with my watch later. I'm attempting a bucket hat in this gorgeous multicolored yarn that I can't stop looking at. Yes, that's another thing. Check out that in the craft channel of Discord, because the colors are really, really great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the outcome is. Hermie told me she's new to crocheting, but she's loving it. I have never crocheted, but I think I would like it. I like the idea of crocheting. Maybe I should say that. Esther Jane said, I think Trunk or Treat has taken over this week. Here, there have been 7 of them. Yes, they are becoming more popular at churches and schools. Yeah. I think it gives parents a safe little outlet, and then it's not as long, and it also too, you don't have as many people handing out candy, so you don't have all that to bring into the home also. Hermie said it was really quiet where I am too. I took Isabel and my granddaughter trick-or-treating, and most houses were not participating, which was a bit sad. That is sad. And I felt especially sad for one person who had handmade all of her decorations and had Halloween arches and a full graveyard and this amazing trim all around. It was truly amazing. Yeah. If you don't have a whole lot of people coming out for it. And good morning, Jellicle. Late start, just finished feeding animals. You right on time. And Dummy, yes, all of her boxes and boxes of Christmas decorations. Okay. I had to read it a couple of times because I'm like, is it me? It's not clicking. And today I have a long list. I have to clean the house and edit a few videos. It sounds like a long list. Angelica said we didn't have as many trick-or-treaters, so now I have candy left. Yeah, I was determined I was not going to keep candy if I had to go hunt people down. There were even a couple of adults. I was like, would you like some? And then I had a couple of adults ask, do you have any M&Ms or something? I'm like, sure, take some. Okay, so what are our intentions for Power Hour today? Liz, what do you want to get done?
Well, I actually have a book recommendation because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to read. And a student of mine turned me on to this because they thought it would be good for like a future horror themed syllabus. And it's called, I don't know if anyone else has read it. It's called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Yeah. And it's about two serial killers, but with woodland animals. And I haven't been reading any horror specifically lately, but I made an exception for this and I'm so glad I did. This is what it looks like.
Who's the author?
I'm enjoying it. It is Patrick Horvath.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Spell the last name?
Horvath. So I'm going to finish that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a graphic novel? It looks like it could be a graphic novel.
It was a comic book that came out, and then this is the compendium that puts it all together.
Okay.
Yeah. I might like a second one that's currently, I think, on its third issue.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's so much fun. I think they like the comps they had for it were Richard Scarry meets Dexter.
Oh,
it's totally accurate. Really, really accurate.
That is cool. That is cool. Thank you for that recommendation. What about you, Lee? What are you planning on doing?
I'm planning on trying to get my month set up. That I realized requires a lot more than I thought it did. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to see my dad and his wife today with my brother. So I'm not going to have the time after that I would like to have. And I also don't know how that's going to go. So.
Oh, yeah. So you might not be in the right mindset either.
Yeah. Me and my brother might be having a commiseration after that or calming each other down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's all good, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. And Jen, how about you? What do you want to accomplish?
During Power Hour, I will be doing some lesson planning and making slides for classes for this coming week.
Very good. I need to update my goals and habits book. I need to make my little chart of what I'm going to be monitoring. I need to do that. My schedule for next week is pretty much made. I just have to add my little chores to my Monday that I like to do. I really also need to call about a prescription since I'm going to be going out of town. So mine is just kind of like organizing, trying to plan for this trip. That's really what this weekend is going to be about too. And then also need to register for my scrapbook event in June. We got our early, we were able to prepay like a little fee to be like early registration or whatever. And so we got our link early. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Kelsey's going to register because they're opening registration for everyone today. but we have a little bit, we just had early access, and I misread all my two other friends that I go with, they registered last night. And so they're kept texting, and I'm like, I wish I would have read that email a little more closely. I could have been registered already.
Hard on Halloween, though, to get an alert
It
like that.
is. Yeah, it is. So, and I mean, it's in June. And for some reason, she decided to do registration earlier. Normally, she does it the day after Thanksgiving. So I don't know if she's just trying to get a little bit ahead of the game this year. Not really sure. But anyway, I'm excited about the possibility. And we are going to do the retreat house, but it got moved from January to now February because the lady who owns the retreat house double booked. And so the silver lining thing about it is, in order for us to get the house, we were going to have to pay for 5 people to stay there. So we were going to split the cost with the 3 of us. It still was going to come out cheaper in the long run because it's your hotel and just being there scrapbooking, right? So because she made the error, she waived that, and we just have to pay for the 3 of us.
Nice.
So I was like, sometimes when, things don't go as planned, I'm like, it didn't matter to me whether it's January or February. I'm fine with either one, so anyway, that was the good news with that. Okay, so let me see where I am because I didn't star. Okay. Esther Jane. Esther Jane said, Lee, I had 0 too, but our area and the city are mostly seniors.
I think that's part of it too, is my area has people that are not necessarily going to celebrate Halloween. So I think that might be it too. Yeah.
And then Esther Jane said, one plan is finish the book I'm reading and getting set for Brady reading Sunday. Yes, because we're actually going to read 3 books for the Beaumont Brady group this month. 2 for Brady, one's for Brady, one's for Beaumont, and one's for another series that's going to make an intersection at some point.
I've been feeling some pressure to join in on that new series. So.
Oh, really? For Allie Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should join. Well, but the only thing is when they intersect with Brady, it's like you need to read the Brady books too. Yeah, it's a lot. Jellicle said, my intention is to clean up the kitchen, which I have let go a few days. Yeah, well, you're also taking care of your mom, which I hope your mom is having a good recovery. I love that Jellicle is trying to find activities for her mom. And if anybody has a chance, check out the crafting section. I think that's where she posted it. She made the cutest little book nook or diorama or whatever you want to call it. It is the cutest little craft item. Precious. And then they did a puzzle, and the puzzle was really cute too. And Lee, that would be great.
A lot of books though.
Yeah, like you see, Jane's like, that would be great. Join us. The more the merrier. It's growing. Our group is growing. Okay, so if that is what we have going here, all the people, hopefully everybody put in what they were planning to do. We will go ahead and get our kitty cats set up so we can get started. I feel like I have sleep in my eye. Like my eyes are not fully clear. I can see. Okay, here we go. Happy sprinting, everyone. Happy Power Hour. Hello. Okay, let me get that off. How did everybody do during that time? I felt pretty productive. How'd you do, Liz?
Good. I finished my book. I gasped, and then I was like, "Why did I gasp?" Like you totally got suckered in by these cute little faces. And I have to show you, Lee. Look what came in the mail. I finally got my first one.
Yay! Congratulations!
Yeah, it was.
Yay.
I can see where they would get addictive. So,
So are you going to do one again? You think, Liz? Would you do one again?
I would. Yeah, I love the setup of it, but I'm trying to be like super frugal in 2026, so I won't be doing one. I don't think. But I kind of want to. I'm gonna wait and see what the Black Friday sales look like.
Yeah.
Okay, so you recommend Black Friday sales, Lee, huh?
If they're good ones, yeah, go, because I think that's what I did, and I got a lot. So
Yeah.
And so you can book them way in advance. It doesn't whenever. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
you
like
like-
a period?
you
Is it like a period of time?
you pre-buy them, so then you can officially sign up. You can put the amount of time you want to do the race for, and then when you complete it, then they send you the medal.
Okay, so but like it's not like when you register for it, it is like this is something you would do in January, February. This would be something you do in March. You do it whenever you want to do it.
Yeah, you can change the dates and pick the amount of time you want to do it for.
Okay, that sounds good. I might look at the Black Friday sale too.
Yeah, see what they might have.
Okay, Lee, how did you do?
I'm making progress. Just, a lot more than I thought I had to get to, because when you're also trying to wrap up the year too with things, so you're like, wait, I got to plan everything out right now. Yeah. And all I want to do is focus on 2026. So it's hard because I just want to move on. So.
Yeah, I feel like everybody is in the same boat. I have not heard anybody saying, I really want 2025 to just stay here and not progress anymore.
Oh, man.
How about
but then, they were also complaining that time's going by so fast.
Yes.
So we're pushing it along. So
we're never happy.
No, we are.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, the year did seem like it flew by. I mean, It really did. I mean, it seems like every year seems like it goes faster than others. And I don't know if that's an age thing. I don't know if it's just that we're busier. I don't know. I mean, I know that I was busier this year, probably with my own stuff than in the past. So at least the past 2 years. But I don't know. I need to figure out a way I can kind of simplify it. Tried to do that a little bit in the second half of the year, but I don't know if I was really, I think, you know what it is? I think I traded some things for other things. So I don't think I really slowed down. It's just that I filled it with something else, I guess. So how about you, Jen? How did you do?
I got a little bit of lesson planning and slides done, but I ended up spending a lot of the time responding to a student who turned in some work and had some questions, because I always try to do that. And they had turned it in like late yesterday afternoon. So I was like, well, they're just going to have to wait till tomorrow because it's Halloween. So I ended up doing that first, but I got a little bit of the other stuff done too.
Very good. I made my charts for November. I am going to try to include my strength training. I put that on my chart so to hold myself accountable. I was supposed to be strength training this whole entire year, but if I at least do it for November and December, I do feel like I can count it on my 25 for 2025 because it'll go, into 2026. So I got that done. I finished my little list of what I need to do for Monday as far as I do a lot of housework tasks on Monday. So got that written up, and I got my 2 audiobooks that I need for the Beaumont Brady group reads, because we're starting one tomorrow and then we're starting another one next Sunday, which I'll be out of town for both of those, but I wanted to get those downloaded and taken care of. I did text my friend Alex. She had sent me a picture last night of her and Keaton, because Alex hands out books for Halloween. last year was the first year she did it, and it was successful. So she did it again this year. She said that she seemed like she had less kids this year than she did last year also. So I'm thinking it must have been a trend, maybe across the board for everybody. But anyway, I got to text her. I also updated a little bit in Discord, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much about it. But I mean, I did cross some things off my to-do list, which is kind of good also. So that's what I did. So we did have Chris Wildfire pop in and just say hello. It must have been a drive-by because they never answered my question. Eva came in, and Eva she responded that she was working on some video edits for a bit and then hopping back into a declutter that she started the other day. I hope everyone's November starting off great. And Michelle popped in, and she said it was a heck of a month at work. So she decided to take next week off for a staycation and started off by sleeping in this morning. It felt so good. I'm eating breakfast and reading a bit. I love that. I thought that was a great intention for Power Hour. I'm really starting to embrace the importance of self-care. And I think the reason I am, is just after my season of sorrow, and also after, getting COVID and you're forced to, slow down or whatever. I just realized it shouldn't be all about just slamming yourself constantly. I don't know. I guess it's just a cultural thing. I don't know. Personality also, I'm sure. Blake popped in. Good morning, everyone. I'm just setting my intentions for the week and some things I want to do in the month. I signed up for the Conqueror Challenge after I heard everyone talking about it.
Nice.
Oh, yay. Okay, Lee, you have started. You have inspired, Lee.
They should pay you.
I'm telling you, should make an ad for them.
She's an influencer.
Yeah, she is an influencer. Yep. I think Lee, you get gold stars for getting all these people ramped up and in good health. Denise took a shower and folded away and put away some laundry. Excellent. I have towels to fold and laundry to fold too. Denise said, thanks for being here on Saturday mornings, ladies. It helps me. It helps keep me motivated. Have a lot of decluttering to do. I have lived here for 35 years and want to move in the spring. Very nice. So you are in a transitionary period. Krista also joined in. Good morning, all. I did a workout and my vibration plate during that time and added a bunch of books to my Pango shop. I had been scrolling, so it feels good to now be up and going for the day. Awesome. I'm so glad you joined us today. And Jen said, I had breakfast, made a list of YouTube stuff to do, started laundry, and stripped the bed. I am going to keep cleaning the house and listen to my audio. I have 10 hours to finish before that chat tonight. Been there, done that. Eleanor says, hello, just woke up after spending the night with my daughter in Los Angeles. Nice to see everyone. Nice to see you too, Eleanor. Always nice. I'm glad, and I hope you had a wonderful night with your daughter. Lee, I started the Salem Witch Trial Walk, so I thought you'd appreciate that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, that is awesome. And Jen said, do you get a discount code for yourself if you recommend people? That's a good question.
Maybe.
Like, are there any referral links, Lee?
I never even look for that type of stuff.
That is,
I should.
And then drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I don't even look, but.
Well, Lee also is the one that sparked me to do Fetch, which unbeknownst to me, and I felt bad because Lee was mentioning it one time on Monday Night Sprints, and I acted like I had never heard of it in my entire life. I'm like, oh, what is this Fetch you were speaking of? And she's like, I'll send you a referral link or whatever. Well, I'm so excited. I go to do the referral link, and they're like, you already have an account.
You have one.
And I'm
what
like,
is Fetch?
I don't know. It is a simple app where you literally take a picture of your receipts and it accumulates a coin. And I just applied and got a $50 Amazon gift card. So I'm about to spend that as soon as it takes a couple of days, to, get into your account. But I have been so funny with the Fetch thing. I've been anybody who doesn't know about it, I'm like, do you know about Fetch? Well, let me explain this to you. And I've signed a couple of people up, even convinced my husband to finally do it because he gets tons of work receipts. And I'm like, you get at least 25 coin for any receipt that you snap. So it's so simple. So I just registered my friend Roxanne. I referred her. I didn't register, but I referred her. We had breakfast on Wednesday and I was taking my picture in the restaurant and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm getting my Fetch points. And she's already like 4,500 coin since she started. So yeah, if anybody's interested in Fetch, let me know and I will send you.
I am.
I know. When did I guess?
It's a minimum of 25, but depending on what you buy, sometimes there's deals and stuff. You could get like 1,000 points on them, stuff like that.
Let me tell you, this is no lie. My friend Helen, I referred her a couple of weeks ago. Well, it was in September. It was when we went out for her birthday. And I was telling her about it and she texted me and said, I got 20-something thousand Fetch points. And let me see if I can figure out. I'm always like confused how it's like your activity. I need to see where my activity is. That's the thing. Like I get lost and I can't figure out where my activity stuff. Points activity. So she tells me that if you signed up for My Purina and created a pet profile, you got 23,100 Fetch points.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't see it initially on mine, and then it popped up because they had that week of Fetch. I did. It was so simple. I mean, you didn't even have to really do much on it except just set your profile or whatever. And what's good about that is we buy certain products, like we get the Fancy Feast cat food for Nene and all that kind of stuff. 23,100. That put me over on Fetch. But like right now, I still have 20,283 points coin. And
also sometimes depending on if you buy something, it'll say want to earn more points and just take a picture of the box or the can or whatever you got and that'll give you more points too.
I got 200 coin just for my Target receipt.
And I was going to say some stores, like maybe for a week or a month, certain stores will give you like the 200 points just for scanning it instead of the 25.
Right. Yeah.
Marcus laughs at me all the time. If I see a receipt on the ground, I scan it. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. To me, it's fun. I mean, it's just that whole, accumulation. And this will be my second gift card for Amazon. They do expect you to have more coin for Amazon. Like instead of it just being 50,000 to equate to 50, I think it's 55,000. But I don't care because it's like it
free
really
money.
No effort.
Anyway, so.
And it works because I've actually used mine before.
Cool.
Michelle said, my chronic illness is exacerbated by stress, so I need to focus on not letting stress get to me so easily. It's a hard thing to do, especially because I work in education, and there is always another student who needs help, and I want to help them. Yeah.
Yep.
Education, I get that. I get that. And Jenna said, you should look.
I am. I wrote it down.
For the discount code. Yes. Look for the referral, Lee. And if you find it, then let me know and let Jen know. Put it in Discord for us so that we can give you some credit for it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got time because Black Friday's, I mean, it's looming, but
right around the corner.
And Michelle says, I love Fetch. I save up my points for Christmas presents. Yep. Yeah. I just think it's an easy way. And like, if you feel funny because you are taking a picture of your receipt and it might have a credit card thing, like you could black out your credit card thing, but it's not enough information for them to get anything from you,
I mean, I've even stood in, and this is funny, but I've stood in Burger King and when they just have the receipts going. And I said to the kid, can I have those receipts? He was like, sure. And I just stood outside, scan. And I must have gotten like 200 points just off of that.
Because sometimes fast food like Burger King, if you spend $15, you get coin. And one thing I do like about Fetch is this happens with us a lot with dog food because their big Blue is like in partnership with
Yes.
them, the brand Blue. And so what'll happen is, say, for example, you had to spend $25 on Blue treats. Well, say you only spend 12. They keep your total going until you hit 25. And then sometimes you can use it again. So it's not like a one time. And every time you have a special on there, you click on it, it'll tell you what the range of dates that you can snap to get that. And usually it's, it could be more than a couple of months that you can do it. But I don't know. It's it's fun.
It's fun, it's easy, and you get free money out of it, so why not? And you can scan other people's receipts too.
Yes, yes. And the good news is you can also see what other people are doing. At least I can see what my friends are doing. I got Alicia from Books and Things of Alicia to join too. It's like, and one day I noticed she wasn't making any progress. And so when I saw her on the Sprint Sunday, I'm like, are you snapping your receipts? I haven't seen any activity.
And if you tell people you're doing it, they'll just at work, they just hand me receipts. They're like, here you go. I'm like,
that's so smart.
Yeah.
I need a link. Somebody refer me.
I will send you a link. Or if Lee wants to send Jen a link and I send Liz a link, we could do that. And that way Lee can get some coin. And because when you refer people, you get coin.
Yes,
like
you
I
get money for
2,000 coin just because Roxanne joined. Snap. So Lee, you send to Jen, I'll send to Liz. We'll share the wealth.
There you go.
And Tina said, just made it home from the store. Hope everyone's power hour went well. Yeah. I mean, I think it did, especially considering I'm like low energy right now. I know it doesn't seem like that, but I am. Okay, so what are our intentions for the upcoming week? Liz, what is on your plate since you no longer have 25 for 2025? And I'm so jealous.
Well, let's see, because we were talking about Black Friday, I always make a list of all the products I need and then I buy for the year. So like shampoo, face wash, stuff like that. So I need to make that list and get that done, especially now with the tariffs. Where I usually get things from, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get them from. So that's the only thing I have to do. The rest of it, I just want to reset my central nervous system, I guess. I want to do puzzles. I want to only read or consume media that, I don't know, either enlarges my brain or enlarges my heart. One of those two things.
Awesome.
And that's my only criteria. So
awesome. I love your intentions. I love that. I love it. I wish I could do that.
You will. It's coming.
Okay, Lee, what about you? If you're going to say relax,
I'm going to put a pause on mine right now since I want to finish planning first and then decide what I need to get done for the week. So I'll put them in Discord. I'm not sure yet what they're going to be.
Okay, good. And what about you, Jen?
For today, I need to do some house cleaning, and then we're going to start changing over Halloween stuff to Christmas stuff because I have a Halloween tree up. And so we just take the orange and purple lights off it, put the Christmas lights on it, put the new, ornaments on it. But I won't get all of it done today. I'll probably decorate the tree tomorrow because my daughter that just got married, she texted me and said, "What are y'all doing tomorrow?" I said, "Probably finishing up Christmas decorating." I said, "I'll wait on the tree if you want to come and, help with that." Because I knew when she asked, "What are y'all doing?" that she wanted to come up. And so she said, "Yes, please wait on me." So that gives me those moments of joy in this season of, like you say, season of sorrow with my mom, to have, my daughter who used to be here, of course, every Christmas decorating. So that's my plan for the weekend. Monday, I'm having lunch with a friend. We were best friends in high school. And we kind of keep on, in touch with Facebook, but we haven't seen each other in years. So I'm looking forward to that. And then the rest of the week I'll be prepping and planning for classes. And I also have on Wednesday, my current best friend is coming over. And we're going to do caramel apples and, have just kind of a girls' day. We were going to do it before Halloween, but things didn't work out. So now we're just going to do it after Halloween.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you mind me asking how I'm telling you, I cannot talk today. How far your daughter lives from you? Is it an extensive amount of distance?
No, she lives about 45 minutes from me.
Okay. About what my dad is on the South Shore for me. Yeah, he's about an hour. I mean, I could do 45 if I was speeding like a demon. Although he told me yesterday he left the house at 2 and we were sitting in my kitchen and it was 2:40. I'm like, I don't think you left at 2. There's virtually no way you could have gotten here because you've been here for at least 10 minutes. He's like, well, when I looked at it, it was like 1 something. I'm like, it's impossible, Daddy, unless you flew.
Right.
Now, I do tend to do that. I'll admit, I do have like a heavy foot. So
Yeah, I say that's driving with a purpose.
yeah,
There you go.
that's what I'll tell the cop if I get pulled over.
Yeah. See, I was driving with a purpose. I had somewhere to be, for that. My intentions for this week are literally to get through Artist's Way week 6. I am going to continue regardless of being out of town. I have buddy reads. I have my buddy read with Alex for the Dark Tower and my Beaumont Brady group, and then the road trip. I mean, that's basically going to be front and center. Now, I mean, I am going to try to finish what my intentions were for this past week. And I have things on my list. So I should put strength training on my intentions. Maybe it'll inspire me to get that done. I mean, it's 2 to 3 days per week. I don't know why I couldn't do strength training on Monday and Tuesday. I mean, that would be at least 2, and then if I'm at the rest stop or wherever we're at, I can strength train there too, or in the hotel room. I mean, I can do it. I have to.
Maybe does the hotel have a gym? Maybe.
Oh, that's a good point.
Most do.
Lee. Thank you, Lee. I'll have to see. That's a very good idea. Because it doesn't take long to do a strength training session.
No.
It's just restarting, doing it again. It's that I need to get dressed and go do it and stop being a baby about it. So let us know if anyone has intentions for the week. I don't see anybody posting anything. Jen, Pages in Chaos. I know that Michelle's doing staycation.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Tina? Are you still here? Are you doing anything for the week? And Blake? Anyone before we sign off? We'd love to know.
Bueller.
I was thinking the same.
You get it right.
Everybody's like, no, I'm not doing anything the first week of November.
Right.
They'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah, put it in the Discord if not. Also, I just want to make a comment that next week we will not have Saturday Morning Momentum. I hate to disappoint anyone that loves coming, but I will be out of town. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that we will not be here on November the 8th. However, we will return on November the 15th. And so hopefully all of you will join. You are always, always welcome to go back and, play one of the Saturday Morning Momentums that we have on my channel. There's a playlist, I encourage it. It's great if you want to do that. And then you get to spend time with us and hear about things we did in the past. Krista said, I plan on reading some nonfiction every day, just 10 minutes, but going to try to do it every day this month. Awesome. Yes, for Nonfiction November. Yeah, Olive, I don't know if y'all have participated in Nonfiction November in the past. Olive was the host of that, I want to say for like 10 years, maybe. Yeah. And last year was her last year hosting. And I haven't seen anything on BookTube if anybody kind of took that over, but I think people are doing Nonfiction November just because it's been ingrained, in them for the last few years. The other thing I noticed, Lizzie Faye and Mitzi, I haven't seen anything announcements for the Ellen Montgomery Challenge, More Montgomery Challenge. So I don't know, you're friends with Lizzie, Elizabeth Lee. Mm-hmm. Have you heard anything about it? No?
I haven't seen anything, actually.
Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised by that too. So I probably will read my next book in the Anne of Green Gables series just because that's what I've been doing every year. And then if they had a group read, but yeah, I'm not going to do any nonfiction stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for you, Krista, because that's a good, I think, goal to
Yeah.
have. Because I don't think as readers, a lot of us don't read a lot of nonfiction. We tend to read more fiction. Tina said, "I can't think that far ahead today." Oh, that's fair. And I'll be adjusting.
I think you missed Jen's comment.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jen. My intentions is to try to catch up on assignments and stop working late. That's a good intention. Hard to do when you're a teacher and a student at the same time. And Tina said, I'll be adjusting to the time change. Yes, that's another reminder. Tonight, before you go to bed, make sure you fall back an hour if your state or country observes daylight saving time ending. So that we will be going into that period of time. In the United States, that is starting tomorrow. And I think it's the first Sunday in March is when we spring forward again. So it's about 4 months. 4 months of disrupting us. I don't know about you ladies, but this is a really hard period of time for me personally. It's dark, it's cold. I just want to hibernate. Usually when it gets dark in the evening, I'm ready to get my pajamas on and head to bed.
Yeah.
So some people like this season of time of the year. It's not my favorite. Not my favorite. Jellicle said this weekend I'm making pumpkin spice cupcakes. Yum. I have 2 more Halloween coloring pages for Mom and I to do. That's fun. And then same to Tina. And Amanda said, just got home from the grocery store, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Hello, Amanda. We hope you had a good Halloween and that your start of November is wonderful. Okay, well, that is it for episode 32. We are going to start our November off on the right foot, hopefully. And for those of you like me that need to put your nose to the grindstone, or if you face plant, and just fully face plant on the ground.
And just stay there for the rest of the year.
But hopefully people are getting what they want done besides the mountain of housework I need to do. But if the weather is nice, it can wait and we'll be on the porch relaxing. Yes, take advantage of that because you don't want to have any regrets later on, about not taking those moments for sure. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful weekend, and we will chat with you again on November the 15th. Bye.